Welcome back to Bumpas Garage. Something new going on today. We got ourselves a wheel horse. I think it's a 1981 C-165. Runs but leaks gas. Definitely needs some work, and as you can see here, the steering wheel broke. Maybe I can get you a better photo of that. Alright, so the steering wheel's broke. Apparently the owner tried to turn this thing with the snowblower down, and it snapped this thing. So it's held on by roll pins right down there. As you can see, it's not in the greatest shape. So I had to get this pin out of there. I had to take my grinder and grind the ends because it kind of mushroomed and didn't want to go through the thing. But overall, it's a 16 horse Kohler engine. Did come with a deck and a snowblower. I'm sure the snowblower isn't original because it says Toro, and these C-165s I don't think were built by Toro until after 87. Also has a deck that appears to be in real good shape. So it does have a flat tire, but all the tires appear to be darn near brand new. Some of them you can see the stickers on still. So we're gonna see if we can't make her look at least somewhat new. It's not perfect. You can see there's problems with the seat. These came with this plastic on the back, so that stuff's cracked. You can see they use zip ties to put her together, but we'll see what we can't do to make her a little nicer. So see what happens. So here we are with the steering wheel off. This pin I had to beat out of this hole here. So like I said, I grinded it down. Heck, it won't even slide back in right now. But you can see the cracks on the side of this. I think what I might try to do is run holes the other way. So kind of like right there, all the way across. And see if I can't run a bolt through that and the hole for now, and see if I can't tighten it up to make it good enough to use. No reason to fix anything else if I can't get the steering wheel fixed. So I think that's gonna be our first step, and we'll see if we can make that work. All right, so here's my new hole right here, and got a bolt started here. I'm sure it'll remain the bolt that goes in there. I'm just trying to see if I can make it work. So we'll see. You can see it's cracked this way. So I'm hoping by bolting it across here, it'll tighten it up enough to be strong enough to use. So we'll find out. All right, so we got our tire on, got the chains off. When I look at it, more like it, did go ahead and pull the air cleaner off because I noticed a little gas dripping from right in there. So I'm guessing the float's probably stuck. So might run it a little bit to see if that stops, and then very likely I'll have to pull it off and at least clean it out. So we'll see. So you notice that thing I was pointing at, which is right here, that's basically hooked to the governor, and it's trying to help it idle. So definitely something going on in that carburetor, which is no big surprise. I mean, it looks clean on the outside, but I'm sure it needs a good cleaning. But overall, she runs good. So we'll see if we can't give that carburetor a quick clean up and and see if that helps. All right, so I got my carburetor parts. I had the carburetor off. Hard to see in there, but the bottom of the carburetor bowl is basically, oh, let me see here. Basically right in there. And I had it all off, got it cleaned. It runs good, but it drips a little bit of gas, and being this close to the exhaust, that could cause a fire. So I did get a carb kit. Heck, I'd also had to make a gasket for back here, which wasn't great, but it worked. But I figured, heck, I might as well get a gasket too. And price and stuff, by the time I bought the gasket, I could get the whole kit with the gasket. So might as well pull her back apart and make her all new. So there you go, the carbs off. Basically, unhooked the gas line. 2 bolts there. I had to take out my throttle, or well, this is the throttle line, so really you got to get the carburetor off, turn it, and then you can get this curved throttle line off after you unbolt it from here. And then this hooks to the governor, so had to get that little piece off, which has a C-clip that's very easy to lose because it's that tiny little bugger right there. So we got that off. There's a little hot rod. And then here's the carburetor. As you can see, it was definitely leaking a little bit around here. So I'm just gonna take this bowl off, place the needle and seat while we're in there, and put her back together. So there, the bowl's off. When I first took this off, it was full of crap. And it doesn't appear like there's any more coming out of it after I cleaned it. This is the part that was leaking right here. I think this is all supposed to be one piece, and it started coming apart. So first I thought about just trying to pull it off of there and see if I couldn't just reseat it, but again, these parts are so cheap, better off just doing it right. So here we go. So we've got our float off, which is right there, just holds on by a pin. And then this gold part here, this one here, is your needle and seat. When I first took this out, it would not even fall out when I tipped it upside down. I think I've got it cleaned up good, and it probably doesn't even need one. But again, I'm in here, I might just well do it. So here's what this kit came with. It actually came with 2 carburetor kits. See the 2 small O-rings or washers. You can see the gasket that I just took out. And then this is the needle and seat. So this is what we're gonna replace first. And then there's the carb gasket. So it came with 2 of these. These, I wouldn't think they need to be rebuilt more than once every 40 years. So if anybody needs a carburetor kit for a wheel horse, I got an extra one, all except for the gasket. The wheel horse rehabbed, and there she goes, going down the road. Made a few bucks, but we got a real wheel horse owner that understands this stuff, so excited to sell it to him. So there you go. Now back to the snowmobiles. So we'll keep working on them and see what else can't make a couple bucks on. Thanks again for visiting Bumpas Garage, and be sure to like and subscribe. Hit that bell button, as Lukey would say.